has to be.
Your audio device is muted.
Oh.
See if it works now.
Okay, so do I just close? Oh, they can hear me. Yay!
Wow, I'm smart.
Yes, my child was providing technical support. As you can tell by my millions of videos today, I'm not very tech savvy. So, and I was still trying to figure out how to like lump them all together and then just post it like that. But it's ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. Yes, my PC support. So I was going to ask you guys if anyone might have any information about this white spot that popped up on my denture. I will learn. I have learned a lot since I've moved along, so it hasn't been too extremely incredibly hard. But there are some things, like I've been doing this denture fit all morning and operating my phone and setting everything up, and so I was just like, help. But I had like, and it's really hard to see because this computer doesn't really, it's like you can't really see. It's too bright. But there's like a white spot that popped up on my tooth right here. A little tiny one on this side, but the one side, it's like pretty prominent, And I tried brushing it and it didn't go away. And the only thing I could think of is where it's actually because the silicone came down like this, and it's right where the silicone ended that this white spot is. And I thought, man, I don't know what I did wrong. I mean, is there something that I could have done that would, like, let's say if I got a speck of the alcohol on this tooth and then applied, could that have messed it up somehow? I'm not really sure. If you got alcohol in the denture, I don't think it is good. I disagree with putting alcohol on the acrylic. Ooh. See, I'm not really too sure about that either. The silicone should come off. I think the alcohol is dangerous for plastic. See, I don't really know very much about it. Well, even just this in itself, because obviously I'm definitely no pro. I'm still learning. I also will say that the very back here, back there, where the flashing was, where I tried to trim it down some, I would suggest having scissors with a very fine pointy tip. I didn't have that, and I'm waiting for the bottom to get done curing, which I have 39 minutes left. But back there's a spot right in the middle that's really bothering me, but if I try to trim any closer, it will. I would be doing what they say not to do, and that's like touching the walls. Well, you know what I mean. Very top around the edges, So if I do that, I would be doing what they say not to do. So I'm not really sure what to do about that very back spot, because it is really kind of gags me every now and then. So I have to try to figure out, and I can even feel it, with my tongue, and it actually touches the very back of my tongue too, which causes me like, So alcohol on sunglasses is not good. If it's bothering you, you can try to follow the nail file just a little. See, I was wondering about that too. If we can use a nail file on certain areas where it's just really hard to not get super close, and stay away from that edge, but also just make it a little bit more comfortable. That's the only thing so far. I will say that like if I would have opened my mouth really big like that, they would have just popped right out. So the hold is amazing. I will say that it's very well, you can just tell it's in there. It's not going anywhere. So I'm really excited to find out how my bottoms come out, because obviously with bottoms we have a lot of issues, and we have to use glue and adhesives and tricks and prayers and sacrifices to try to make them suckers stay in for an entire day. So I'm really I'm not sure about the bottom yet. I have like probably 36 minutes now for that. And then someone also just mentioned on one of my videos, not to trim the flashing on the bottoms. So I guess the bottoms don't get any trimming for those. I'm going to look into that. Oh, you didn't realize it? I have such a hard time talking. Once, okay, so I went so long without any teeth and I learned to like kind of talk. And then I went so long without any bottoms and I learned how to talk. And then I had my bottoms in now, you know, that I've been wearing every single day. So anytime I take them out, I don't know how to talk. E-Day is Friday. Oh, Kelly, Friday, huh? I know you're nervous. I think that's very, very normal for you to be nervous. I was a nervous wreck inside. I didn't really show it too much on the outside because there's just a lot going on in my personal life and my home. But I was freaking out. I was absolutely freaking out. Do you have anyone going with you, Kelly? Is there anyone driving you, or are you getting everything done in one building? I have to go without my teeth for 72 hours starting tomorrow. I used to be able to talk a little without top denture, but now after more shrinkage, it seems harder. So, Emil, you have to go 72 hours. Is it because they're like relining them, or are you dropping them off for relines? Is that what you're doing? Or maybe getting a new set? Maybe? Silicone is not the problem. Use a small curved scissors. Wait for a day or two before trimming. No file on teeth. Okay, hold on. Let me read that again. Silicone is not the problem. Use a small curved scissors. Wait for it. Small curved scissors. I wonder what kind of scissors it are. Yes, because of reline. And I used cushion grip. Did you like the cushion grip? Parents are taking me. Yes, all in one building. That's good. The office is 3 hours away, though, because I live in the sticks. Ooh, 3-hour drive. I don't know if you've done this, but I would suggest trying to get your medication as quickly as possible. They will probably prescribe something for pain. And if they do, I would definitely want to have that filled and on hand. I mean, the moment you walk out of that building into that car, because after the numbing goes away, or you're waking up, or you know, you're going to feel things. You're going to start feeling things, and I would make sure that I have that medication, especially since you're going on a 3-hour trip. You know, definitely try to get that. Oh, I see. Well, that's even better. Staying in a cabin, that's cool. Well, that's one way to start out, huh? Surrounded by serenity. That would be awesome. Just make sure you have your meds, hon. Definitely make sure you have your meds. You will need them. Don't be afraid of them. And do you have all your stuff that you will need for like food? You know, soups and yogurts and jellos, and I would make sure too that you don't forget to stock up on things that you can eat, because it's also really important that you try to keep something in your stomach where you're taking all these medicines. And you know, there's going to be blood, and you know, mixture of blood and medicine and all that on an empty stomach is not ideal. It's not a good feeling. So really make sure that you get stocked up on food too. He wants me to air out my gums, so to speak, before they do reline, and drop off in morning Thursday and pick up same day. That makes sense. That sounds like something my denturist would say. And he's a big fan of taking my dentures out every single night, because he believes that the gums, the tissue, needs to breathe. He thinks it's vitally important to healing and health. And so that would make sense to me too, to take them out. I'm stressing food because I'm also on a sugar-free diet. Oh, sugar-free diet. I don't know very much about sugar-free. I like sugar. Yeah. Yes, ice packs. Sleep upright. Yep, stay elevated. I don't know. I took mine out 48 hours later is when I took mine out. Irritated the tissue with the cushion grip. I don't know very much about that cushion grip. I've heard of it. I've seen some of it somewhat, but I don't really know very much about it. I've got a nice amount though. You've got a nice amount of food, Kelly? Ideas and food? Even though I love it. don't take them out for 3 days. What do you guys think about saltwater rinses? I know that after 24 hours, I was doing saltwater rinses. 24 hours later, still with both teeth in, 3, 4, 5 times a day, um, and I've actually never used Benzodent. I've never used it. I have 2 tubes actually. I probably should just give those away. I mean, honestly, I'm never going to use it. Kind of reminds me of like when you have a toothache and you put the Ambisol on there and that taste, it just flashes back horrific memories for me. And yep, saltwater rinses. Yeah, I was a big fan of them. I mean, I'm still a big fan of them, but the first 4 or 5 days, a lot of people were like, wait 3 days, and then when you first take them out, do the saltwater rinses. I was actually doing the saltwater rinses when they were still in my mouth, and it was only because the blood and I had a lot of infection in my mouth, so I had really thick, horrific smelling saliva. I mean, I salivated so much that it actually broke my entire lip out from constantly having to do this and get that nasty stuff out. So I had easy extractions. It was almost like I was walking around pre-extracted teeth. No pain, no swelling, no stitches. Gestaperio disease had me like a dead man walking. Wow. That's crazy. Thankfully, I only have 13 extractions to do. Is that between the top and the bottom, Kelly? Is that all together, or is it just top or just bottom? Or I know a lot of my back ones were already pulled many, many years ago, so that kind of helped out. Yeah, so it's top and bottom. Well, you know what? Congratulations. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be hard at first, but don't give up. Do not give up. 5 on top and 8 on bottom. Oh yeah, you're going to do good. I have a feeling you're going to do good. Just don't beat yourself up, and don't pay attention so much to everyone else's story. And what I mean by that is we're all different. So we're all different. We heal differently. We think differently. We operate differently. I mean, we're different, period. I just posted on a group, where some other lady was freaking out on one of the pages, and you take information and file it away, but also, take the information that you think may pertain to you, but just don't beat yourself up, because I did that too at some point, where I was like, oh, okay, well, this person's doing this and this person's doing that, and why can't I do these things? And that's it's just never good. It's not good for your mind. It's not good for your situation. So just focus on you and what you can do, and celebrate every accomplishment. And once I got that mindset, nothing else matters. I was just, pushing myself every day, and I was like, well, if I can't eat this, I wonder if I can eat that. And before you know it, here we are, 20 pounds later. That's a theory. There was no blood going to the roots, just pulled out in the crowns, bridges. Wow, that's crazy. Had 2 bottom molars extracted 3 weeks ago, and that was harder on me than the 11. Wow. It's like a bandage. It is Kelly getting an immediate. All the back teeth have been gone for a while. I'm not worried about the pain. I can handle quite a bit. Worried about the fit and needing adjustments being 3 hours away. I would definitely understand that. With the 3 hours away, that is kind of hard, but at the same time, thank God you have someone. A lot of people, they can't really get their immediates from these places. They have to go to like mail order, and I do not recommend that. And to this day, I still don't care if anyone hates me for saying that, but that's how I feel. I will not recommend ever anyone being a first-time denture wearer going with an online company. You have to have, even if it's 3 hours away, you've got to have that one-on-one, because it's going to take a lot of, hi, Mary Jane. It's going to take a lot of time and effort and communication between you and your dentist to make it as comfortable and just make it as successful as possible. I had to get adjustment and top denture after a few days. I had sores. Kelly, get a liner kit from Walmart, and after about 10 days, get her done. Yeah, that's true. What do you have, Kelly? Do you have like different products lined up? Do you already have like your stash and your E-Day? I don't know what would we call that, E-Day prep kit. I did. I went and I got all kinds of stuff. I got like denture baths and denture toothbrushes and soft bristle brushes and powdered glue and adhesive glue and oh, something else that I liked a lot was the Orajel. It's the blue one, but it's Orajel mouthwash, and man, that stuff was a lifesaver for me. And Dremel and relive where. No more absences for me, so I am glad I didn't chicken out. Good, Jim. That's awesome. It's a good feeling, isn't it? Whenever, I mean, when you have teeth that are just so absolutely destroyed, and it's just like every day is full of pain, and you're starving yourself to death constantly, and your body is just starved of nutrition, and you go from that to like the first month is the hardest, but even at that, during that month, I personally would think back to those everyday moments, and I was just like, yeah, I got this. This ain't nothing. I can handle this. So yeah, that's. I have Benzodent Orajel mouthwash, awesome. Sample size adhesive bath brush, all the jazz. Good. That's very, very good. And I'm trying to think back. I know that ice packs, honey, please make sure you have them. I actually never thought that I would use it because, I mean, when you deal with bad teeth, which many of you guys already know for so many years, the very last thing you want to think of is putting anything ice frozen cold near your mouth where all these teeth were. But man, I'm telling you, that ice pack saved my ass. And I mean, it was just like, I hardly had any swelling at all. I had lots of pain. I had lots of infection. I had all this other stuff going on. But my swelling was not as intense. And I think that is only because my daughters kept a rotation on my ice pack, especially for the first 3 days. And that was just like, it was amazing. When I put that on, I was able to like finally like kind of sleep a little bit. So the ice pack is definitely cleaning tablets. Yep. Those are good. I also did use some stuff called Stain Away. I ran out and I haven't used any in a while, but last night shopping spree. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, the denture fit. I like how it feels. I still have to do my bottom. That's the one I'm most curious about, is how it reacts to my bottom, because obviously, as we all know, bottoms are a pain in the butt. And I'm curious to see what kind of change that makes to my bottom, you know? Many, many years of periodontal disease, pain, broken, nasty teeth, dentures are actually a blessing. That's right. They are a blessing, aren't they? And it's crazy too, because I mean, it's I want to say a bad word, but I don't want to insult anyone. But anyways, it's a really crazy thing whenever you go through all this pain for so long. And I mean, not only just the physical side of having bad teeth, but the emotional and spiritual side, and affects relationships and jobs and how people treat you and how you treat people. And then when you go from that to some pain and some swelling and, you know, several appointments and yada yada yada, still at the end of the day, we're just like super fucking happy. You know, because it's like, it's not what it was. So after the first week, I sucked on steak and got the flavor out. Then I spit it out because I couldn't chew it, because I was desperate for steak. Oh, I hadn't had steak. When I ate that steak, oh, I can't even remember actually the last time I had steak. That was a really amazing accomplishment for me. Yes, emotional side. I don't feel like they are a blessing because I was spoiled with crowns and veneers. For me, they were kind of the end of the road. Still, I just try to make the best of it. Yeah. I mean, I did have crowns and stuff too on all these right here. They were fake. But yes, he did. He did make me steak, and it was really good. He's actually an amazing cook. He's just an amazing cook. He can cook some delicious meals, and he spoils me. Actually, it's so funny that you say that because last night he just came over and picked me up and then took me to Fred Meyer, and he was adamant about buying me my own grill. So I now have a beautiful grill that I'm hoping to grill on this weekend. So I can't wait to smile and be confident. And that is such an amazing feeling, Kelly. That's something else I would say, that to see how, like, when you walk in your shoes every single day with the body that you're given and the teeth that you were dealt and all these things, and you interact every single day, whether it's going to work or talking to people on the street or asking questions at a grocery store. And then all of a sudden you have these new teeth and you're living life this way. The just how people approach you and speak to you and talk to you, it changes. It's really, really sad. It is. At the same time, it's very sad. But because of that, it makes you happier. And because of your smile and your teeth, you're automatically happier. So the energy that you're putting out there is like just so full of just happiness and blessings, and it's really returned. So it's an amazing, amazing feeling. For me, it is. I know for me. I was back on my spin brush after a week to rough them up and tough them up. Was eating almost everything from then. What do you mean, Dale Grabber? About spin brush. What were you doing to them? I recommend liverwurst for even liver for people that need meat sooner. Meatballs also still make a lot of slow cooker pork. Yeah. Oh, that's something else, you guys. Slow cookers, they're going to save your ass after extractions. I know they did me. They allowed me to keep substance in my body, and that was absolutely a blessing. How people will treat you better if you have better teeth. It is true. It's sad, but it's so true. Well, good, Kelly. Heading to M. for supper. Yeah. It's true. When after you have such horrific teeth, and I mean, I know looking back to myself, I had no confidence whatsoever. I wanted to speak as little as possible, and I hid behind. I even changed my language, and I know that sounds weird. Maybe some of you guys can relate to that. What I mean by that is, like, I would refrain from saying certain words just because I knew the position of my mouth would open in such a way that it would show the most godly teeth on the bottom, especially the one nub that stuck up over here. And nothing I could do for this side. Everything I said would, but there were certain words that I would avoid just because I didn't want this tooth, this. I mean, they were all rotten, but that one was like sticking up like a wicked witch. Do people ever notice you have dentures? No one has ever came up to me and said, hey, I was just noticing your mouth and I thought that maybe you might have dentures. No one has ever, ever, ever once approached me and asked me if I had dentures or anything like that. Actually, I'm in a commercial crabber on the Chesapeake Bay. I'd have to go back to work shortly after. Family business, all phone work. Worried about my speech, but determined to practice. Yeah, and I did a lot of singing too, with my teeth, without my teeth, because I don't know if you guys go back and watch some of my very first videos, like when my journey began. I went through some stuff. I went without teeth for a certain amount of time. They remade them. So I went like with big bulky teeth to just tops and no bottoms to no teeth at all. And then to teeth again that actually fit. So I was singing a lot, and that I was trying to master speech with or without teeth. I love talking, so practice won't be hard. See, I'm the same way. I don't know if my kids regret. Well, no, they don't regret me getting teeth, but I yap a lot. I talk and talk and talk and talk. And I love talking to people, and I love making people smile and, helping out wherever I can. Sometimes I get paranoid and wonder if someone is noticing I have a denture, but I get paranoid about all stupid things. I'm paranoid too. I will say this. It was kind of a funny moment. I took my daughter to her dentist, and this was the second dentist. This wasn't the first crappy one. But I remember when I walked into the room and I shook the man's hand, and he like immediately focused into my mouth. And throughout the whole ordeal, he was just like, he was looking at me, but then he'd go down and look at my mouth quite often. And it's funny seeing a dentist, thinking I could see his wheels turning, like, what kind of work has she had done? Are those real? Are those fake? What's going on? He's a bit confused, but he never came out and asked. I wrote down all the words that tripped up on. Yeah, like the S's and T's and anything that you have to, use that the top teeth for. I wrote down, I still have the words in my notebook. Now I can say every one of them as I did before the denture. That's good. That's awesome. The lisp is a real thing. Singing is a good idea. I've been slowing speech, reciting the alphabet. Yeah, and that's something else I had to do a lot was slow down. I noticed that if I tried to like talk normally, like I'm doing right now, it would just come out I was just slipping all over the place. But I noticed that if I were to slow down, I can actually get it out. And I would just be more worried about where you're placing your tongue and your lips, uh, rather than trying to just talk normal, because I think especially with me, that came with time, slowing down my speech, giving myself time to readjust and slow down. And then the singing, it just eventually just led right into being able to speak okay. My no smoking is not going good. It's not going good at all. Guys, I have been through some crap, I'm telling you. And then getting that vape stuff with, the marijuana stuff, and then finding out what it was for afterwards. Hilarious. Only me, you guys. Count to 100, then repeat faster. Yeah, that's also a good thing. Every time you get a liner, it seems like the speech is a little challenged. A slight change to speech in the denture can be challenging. And that is true, Emma. Even with adjustment, when you go in, and like you say, like I had some pain going on in my bottom one. I went in and had it adjusted. And when I came back out, it wasn't that the speech was harder. It was actually easier, which made it harder for me. I was so used to, talking one way. And then when the problem, talking one way to correct the problem as best I could, and then getting it fixed and it fixed the problem, then I was overcompensating, I guess you would say. But yes, having them relined and adjusted, that can cause you to have to readjust your speech and slow down and bring back some of those techniques too. Let me see here. People I see at work noticed, of course, but people that don't know me don't know I have dentures. Yeah, see, and honestly, with me too, if somebody was to come up to me and say, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but you have a beautiful smile," and I was just wondering, like, what kind of work have you had done? I have no filter, and I don't give a crap. I will be straight up honest about my mouth and what I have, and that's it. That this what you see is what you get, and if you don't like it, well, to hell with you. You can go somewhere else. So it doesn't really bother me too much. That I do have dentures. What did bother me was those rotten, nasty teeth that I don't have to worry about anymore. So to hell with them. My stupid cat copied my real teeth, so I don't think anyone that know me would notice. I forgot to tell them I really never liked the real teeth shape. Oh, I don't know what search Piru means. Just tell them they are God-given. They are. By the grace of God, I got them. So true. I guess, yeah, that is quite true. Because it was by the grace of God that I got a new smile, and I'm very happy with it. I am so happy with my mouth that I really don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what they think about. I just don't care. I honestly, I don't care. I'm so happy that I don't care. I don't know, y'all. What is this Thiago saying? Search Piru. I don't know what that is. All right, you guys. Well, let me see how much time I have left on the 12 minutes. I'm really excited to see what happens with my bottom one. I had monkey mouth too, and while it was terrible, well, actually, you guys could see my first attempt at eating when I was sitting at this table, but like facing that way. It was just like, well, it's crazy. I was like, whoa, that's crazy, man. Look how big my, it's just like, it was crazy looking. Then when they hardlined me, I had deflated lip. Go figure. See, and I kind of feel that about my top lip, you guys. Now, when I don't have my bottom in, it looks okay. But when I have my bottom in, it's like my top lip kind of disappears some. I don't know what's happening there. I'm not really sure if that's, I don't know. I was going to talk to my denturist about it and see what he had to say. Because maybe on my permanent one, I don't know. I just don't know. Put it in. What am I putting in? Red monkey mouth. First, I'm going to turn this off again. Are you talking about the bottom? Put it in? Lower. Oh, okay. You mind telling us how old you are? I don't mind a bit. Wait a minute. I always mess this up. I always make myself older than I'm supposed to be. And I know. That's how old I am. I'm so old that I don't know how old I am. And I always have to calculate it because I never know how old I am. I will be 37 years old. See? Oh, you can't see, can you? Right. I will be 37 years old in October. October 8th, I will be 37. Oh, these things pop up, the notifications, and I can't see you guys. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, okay, so I'm 37 years old, and I've had teeth problems my entire life. My father had dentures in his late 30s. My mom had dentures in her early 30s, and we just come from a very long line of terrible teeth. And honestly, to throw a little realty in there, I had baby after baby after baby. And then after that, obviously everyone knows that already takes a lot of what we have, mommies, it takes a lot from us. But on top of that too, I wasn't very happy. I wasn't a happy person. I wasn't happy in my relationship. I just wasn't happy. I was eternally depressed and just heartbroken. I come from a long line of abuse and just a lot of things, and so I gave up on myself, especially like after the kids were born too. It took so much because he didn't do very much. He wasn't a very good supportive parent, and so everything we had extra went to them, and there was never anything extra left, like, oh, I need to get a tooth filled, or oh, I need to get this done. So I totally just neglected myself. And if I would have spent and this is what my denturist said this to me last time, if I would have spent as much time back then on my mouth as I spend on it now, I put bad gene in our family, and baby after baby after baby, and then just not taking care of myself, just absolutely giving up, and not only not having the monetary means to do so, but just like I was really in a dark place in my heart, So I really I felt like I'm not even worth it, I was never taught good hygiene, no insurance and money for years, and smoking and sugar. See, yeah, that's something else, Kelly, with me, drinking, I don't know what you guys call it. I guess it depends on wherever you're from, Coke or pop, whatever. And smoking. I've been a smoker for a long time, and that also did not help one bit. What is it? Early 60s here, but still a juvenile. And nope, smoking does not do teeth any favors. Coffee too. Oh, girl. Me and coffee. It's like the best relationship I've ever had in my life. Love coffee, man. How much were yours? Mine were $2,200 after extractions and a year warranty-free adjustments. Mine came out to $1,800, and I think it was one soft reline at 6 months, and just unlimited adjustments. Anytime I've ever needed any help at all, I've texted him or called up there, and boom, he fixed it immediately. So I got super, super lucky. Not only did I find an amazing denturist, but just he's a good man. You know what I mean? Like genuinely, he's a good man, and that combination is like it makes for a very good experience. And I'm so thankful that I have that, because a lot of people out there don't. So I'm very, very thankful and blessed for that. Bye, Emma. I think you're leaving. I think that gum put the nail in the coffin for my teeth. Gum? Oh, like chewing gum? I didn't chew a lot of gum, but that's because I had rotting, breaking, horrific teeth. If I was to chew gum, that would have killed my ass. I'm truly amazed with the young denture wearers. Hell, I'm 59 and one of the older patients at the doctor's office. So are you, Dale, hello. Are you like a new wearer, or have you been wearing them for a while? Because I guess I'm what? January, February, March, April, May, June. I'm almost 6 months into my immediates. I haven't even made it to my permanent process yet, my perms. How long are you going to go, Kelly, with your temporaries? Are you going to do the whole year? Is it May? May 5th was E-Day? May, okay. Okay, wow. Well, congratulations. You made it to almost 60 without that's awesome. It blew me away too, Dale, seeing how young. I've seen people in their 20s and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, you know? But I don't know. I'm glad to see a lot of young ones out there too talking about it, because back when I was 20, getting dentures was just unheard of, you know, and I would also think that most places when I was in my 20s, they'd be like, no, we don't think so. We're going to make you sink hundreds of thousands of dollars into your teeth, knowing damn well that in 10 years, they're all going to be gone anyways, you know? I don't even think it was really heard of back when I was in my 20s. Have you had first dates with dentures? I'm wondering how that is going to work. Actually, Kelly, I met an amazing man on my federal contract. Actually, July would be a year ago. And he actually fell madly in love with me as I was. And I find that very precious. He fell in love with me as I stood that day a year ago, rotting teeth and all. And he's been the absolute pillar of support for me. He would, when I had my extractions and all that, he would like go and process food, and chop it up really, really fine and turn it into a soup and bring it up because he wanted me to have my protein. And he's amazing. He's an amazing man. So I don't really know much about dating with dentures. I just know that he was with me before my dentures and after. So I really don't know much about the after processes. I've been asking, but I think these are permanent. Huh. Have you asked them, Kelly? Is that what they're telling you? Have they given you a definite answer? Mary asked a dating question, but I was curious. Oh, sorry. Sometimes it goes so fast I can't keep up. Some immediates get hard lines. See, I've heard that too, Amal. That's why I was asking if she asked the dentist that actual question, because I was also confused about that when I first got mine. And then I realized that they take a hard reliner and turn it into a permanent. And I had no idea they did that. I asked, but I get so confused with the answers. I guess here's one thing. Here's one way you can ask Kelly that you won't get confused. If you say, hey, I was just wondering, are the teeth that I'm getting when mine are extracted, the dentures I'm getting when mine are extracted, will those be my permanents? And if they give you an answer that you don't understand, ask them, will I have to leave these at your office at any given time at all? And if they say yes, then that means that they are going to probably turn your temporaries into a permanent by hardlining them. And that requires, most places will make you drop them off, like Emma said, for like 72 hours, you know, several days. Still She still has her man, so I think it goes well. Yes. I wish I was a denture wearer. I feel so ugly and disgusting all the time. What do you mean, Ruby? I don't understand the difference between my immediate and permanent. Well, you see, the immediate is just there. It's to act as a band-aid, as they say. And okay, now this is just me throwing out my personal experience. We're all different, okay? We heal differently. Our bodies are different. Our structures are different. Everything's different, okay? So just process this as you will. My bottom looked so much better than my top 3 months after extraction. And that's because for the first 2 months almost, I couldn't wear bottoms at all. And how quickly my bottom healed compared to my top to this day actually is still crazy. And you can tell a big difference. But they say it acts as a band-aid. And a lot of people don't want to walk around. We have jobs, we have responsibilities, we have things we have to do. Life moves on, you know. So they obviously don't want to walk around toothless. So the immediate serves as a cover up to get through your healing process. And it's allowing your gums to heal while still allowing you to carry some confidence. You know what I mean? They call them immediates. I have crappy state insurance. Well, that's not too bad either. You know, I don't think. Okay, now I had state insurance for my extractions and all that. That's actually why I was able to get this done to begin with. And I really think that it doesn't matter whether it's state insurance or not. What I think matters is the actual facility you go to. You know what I mean? Like the dentist or denturist themselves, the quality of work that they do. Because I had it, and now I had to get something called Denefits. It's kind of like Care Credit, but they don't run any credit, and pretty much everyone's approved through my denturist. And so I had to pay for my immediate, you know, these themselves, but the extractions and all that, I had to go through, you know, state insurance. And I still don't regret it. You know, I really think that it just will depend on the person you're seeing or the facility that you're going to, and just how they, what kind of effort they put out, you know. Oh, it's time. I call it have your luck goes. I paid $1,100 for my immediates, and then the dentist told me it was cheap. That was just for upper. Wow. I chose to lower work to be approved for state insurance to do this. Oh, well, Kelly, I'm telling you, it's going to work out. It will work out. What am I missing here? My teeth are rotting and so sensitive. What about Ruby? Have you tried state insurance? Have you applied? And I can't remember what state do you live in? I can't remember. The closest office that accepts my insurance. I get it, hun. Of course, my deal would be nicer. Can you imagine her telling me that might love her? Yeah, it sucks having somebody tell you that it's cheap, especially when it's like so much money. I mean, to me, that's a lot of money, you know. Yeah, I agree with Deal Grabber. Move towards a solution as quickly as you can, even if that means getting state insurance long enough to get your extractions done, or even trying to go to like clinics, you know, free clinics. I know a lot of them sometimes take some time to get in there, but I don't think Medi-Cal is it medical will cover it. What kind of insurance do you have, Ruby? Is it like Medicaid, state insurance, or Medicare? Friday, you suck. Why does Friday suck? Good evening. I like Fridays. Fridays are good. That means nobody's bothering me on Saturday and Sunday. Because usually Monday through Friday, it's very hectic for me. Very hectic. I'm frozen. Am I frozen on everyone else's screen? Imwall says I'm frozen. Hold on, let me type something. I'm here. I drove 2 hours away from home to afford a full set. Obamacare paid for surgery. Huh. Is that what it is? California, Ruby? Oh, I see. I don't know. You think it would be, being California, that they would have dental coverage. But you froze on the screen. I'm sorry, I'm frozen. Good. See, it will pay. Start calling, Ruby. Call around and see who accepts it. And actually, you can even call the number on your card that you got from the state, the Medi-Cal, and they will give you names and phone numbers of dentists. And I don't know if they have denturists there, but they should be able to lead you in the right direction and give you a handful of numbers and places. And I would start calling immediately and just calling. You have to find a dentist that accepts. Yeah, see, and that's it's going to take a little time and effort, and sometimes you're going to get frustrated, but every single bit of it is going to be so worth it to not have any more pain and suffering. I mean, just make it a priority, hon. And now I hear it. Can you see me, in-law? Can you see me and hear me? Can you see that? If you have a Western Dental near you, that's who I use in California, covering 100% of my extraction. Oh, that's cool. Check that out, Ruby. Do you see that? What is it called? Western Dental. See that, Ruby? Western Dental. Write that down, hon. I would definitely try to locate them, because that. And something else, you guys, once you get the extractions done, let's just say that you hate them. You hate the immediates. You just hate the immediates. A good thing about it is that, it's not the end of the world. Meaning, what you have, yes, they piss you off and they suck and you have a hard time eating with them, but there are so many options out there, you guys. So many. And if you can get past that first year and allow your gums to heal, you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want, as far as even if it's mail order, or, I mean, there are so many different, it's not like you're stuck with it for life. Like our teeth, our teeth are rotting and, I mean, falling to pieces and causing so much. We were stuck with them for the moment. But a good thing about it is remember to keep that on your mind too, that if you don't like them and you just hate them, just know that at some point in time after the year mark, it's free reign. You know what I mean? You can change them every damn year if you wanted to. If you had, I mean, income tax season every single year, there's always an end in sight. You know what I mean? It's always going to be, it will be worth it. Good, Ruby. Oh, I'm glad everyone's supporting her. It's very important that we support each other. Yes, do some serious ass kicking. Make them calls, hun, and set it up. Make you a priority, because teeth, I don't give a shit what anyone says. And all of these places that are taking away dental and making dental just impossible for working families across the board. It's ridiculous. I mean, the teeth are the beginning of a slew of problems if you don't get them fixed. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, brain problems and heart problems and stomach problems. And it's crazy. It can kill you. Bad teeth can and will kill you. And you got to jump on that, hun. Ugly teeth are very depressing for women. It is. In the meantime, there are some very good cheap cover-ups. Google thermal fitting beads. Thermal fitting beads? What's that? What is that, Mary Jane? What do those do? I just seen someone use, I think it was Glitterhead. I hope that's her name. But she just used some product that she got on Amazon, and I think she said it was like $12 or something, and it's a big old bag. And it's what she uses to reline her. I was gonna go back and write it down and then research it some. I think she even has like a link too that would take you right to Amazon, whatever that product was. So it's weird that I keep coming up or seeing these new different things. So now it's the thermal fitting. Just getting the teeth out, and you can get options in the future. That's right. Get them teeth out, and you have tons of options in the future. That's so true. I mean, really, if you want to get technical about it, you could get all the nasty teeth ripped out, and then everything in your life is going to improve like that. Just remember that. And you can have like a set of teeth for every occasion if you wanted to. You can get some things for Halloween and glam it up. I made fake teeth for years with them. Really? Made fake teeth with them. What is it called again? Thermal fitting beads. Infection can go into the bloodstream. Yes, that's very true, and straight to the heart. See, that's what scared me the most. Was what really pushed me over the edge was I had such a bad infection on this side of my mouth, and I have a lot of responsibilities and things that I have to do, and there's no one here to back me up or take over for a minute. It's me or nothing. And so I just kept putting it off and swallowing pill after pill after pill, ibuprofen, and it started coming down my neck till eventually it got to about right here, and I was just like, this is it, man. If I don't get something right now, this shit's gonna kill me. And I went and I seen the dentist, and he told me that yeah, that's exactly what was happening, and he put me on very strong antibiotics immediately, and I scheduled everything. That day. I got it all scheduled, and I was like, this is it. I have to do it. I made a video about it. They would snap in after I got good at making the teeth. Oh, you have videos, Mary Jane, on here? It was 1.99 cents, but dentures changed my life. I don't think it was Glitterhead. You're right. I think I confused her with the other one. I think it's like wearing dentures is okay. I think that's the name of her channel. I think. You have a channel, Mary Jane? Do you do videos about dentures? I always like seeing new perspectives, new faces and new information. I love taking in information. Waiting for her to reply, because if she does, I want to try to subscribe. IV antibiotics at the hospital. Yep, it's terrible. Teeth, man, rotting teeth will kill you, straight up kill you. And for doctors and insurance companies and the state to not recognize that is bullshit. It's wrong. Where's Bill, the drill? I don't know. I'm not sure where Bill is. You made me start mine. Oh, well, how come you didn't tell me? I don't know how I can. I think I'll have to go back after. Let me see what happens if I. It says put user in timeout. What the hell was that? All right, well, I guess I'm going to go back, Mary, after this, and go back through and find you, and then subscribe to you. Find your channel and subscribe. I'm glad and grateful for dentures. That's right. I am too. And, I'm not downing anyone out there. I'm not about that at all. Just know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I mean, I don't know how to say this without sounding really mean, but and a lot of people will probably, relate to this in some degree, but I mean, when you have teeth that are fucking killing you and you go get this done, honestly, you appreciate every miserable, happy, crazy second. You really do. I know I do. And I know a lot of others who had very bad teeth like mine will say the same. But I tend to be careful who I listen to in the denture world, because I would much rather stick by those who walked closer to my story and my shoes and my background than not, meaning that I have seen a couple people here and there who, now I can't wrap my mind around it. I personally, just my personal opinion, I can't wrap my mind around it, who have went out and got all their teeth ripped out because they weren't perfectly pearly white, straight. And I can't wrap my mind around that. Do I love these? God, yes. Am I very appreciative? Hell yes. But at the same time, if I had teeth that I just, you know, that were crooked or something, I'd be happy with those too. Because, you know, real teeth, nothing can actually replace real teeth, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And if you have a set that is doing its job and they're healthy, leave them the F alone. You know what I mean? Be thankful that you have those because others aren't so lucky, you know? I don't know if I made any sense whatsoever. You get to try your bottoms on now. Weed whackers, too, are calling it Mary Jane. Huh? What I miss? I saw Mary Jane's channel. Her dentures are very nice. Mary Jane is Mary Jane on YouTube. Do you get your weed whackers, too, are calling it Mary Jane? You are the pretty girl I mentioned in my video. Oh, you're so sweet. Sarcastic, sorry. We know you are. Hold on, you guys. You guys want me to go grab my lower really quick and just bring it in here and try it on? Because, I mean, I can do that. I love to be able to crunch on ice again. And ice cream. Oh, I'm telling you, ice cream is the bomb. I can eat any kind I want now. So, yeah, it'll happen. But make those appointments, Ruby. Make them. You know, put yourself Monday, 8 a.m. Ruby. Put it on there, girl. Get it done. I changed my name on my Google account to Mary Jane. My name is Jane, but I do like Mary Jane. Well, hopefully I can find you. I'm hoping that I can just click on your picture on here and then just find you that way. Yes, try on the lowers. Okay, you guys, hold on. I'm gonna go grab real quick, okay? I'm coming. Oh, all right. See, it's just a quality here kind of sucks, but hold on just a second. Let me do something really quickly. I wonder. Ooh. All right. I did take pic before ugly. Thinking of documenting my journey. Yes, Kelly, we would love it. I love seeing new people's journeys. I just couldn't redo my fractured crown because of the 8 mm gum pockets. I'm still thankful though. Yes, very, very cool and well. I did take a before pic. Ugly. I think before pics are good because it reminds us, you know what I mean? It lets us know because we go years with like, you know, in photos. So when you like and snap that photo of all those teeth and then the after, it does something. It's helpful. It's really helpful. Okay. So, and it's really hard to see you guys because this, okay. So I guess I'm not supposed to trim any of that. None of it. I guess there's a lot like on the back too. All right. So no, not trimming anything. 4, 5, relax or lower. I already did all that. Step 4, after the 4 minutes, assess your fitness. Snug. I guess it really doesn't say very much. 4 minutes. Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't say anything about it, so. I don't know why not trim, Kelly. I'm not sure. Oh no, more spots. Is there more spots? All right, fuck it. I'm gonna put them in. Huh. Okay. Yeah, it feels weird. Like back here. That feels weird. See, and he had an O in that right there. He had an O in it. Oh man, I just stuck my tongue out of my mouth, and they come up immediately. Like something stuck. Yeah. I don't know, you guys. I don't really know if I like it. It's affecting my tongue underneath. I don't feel a real big difference except for bulkiness in some areas, so I'm not sure. I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure. I may need to talk to them about that. I think I have to trim some of it, especially the back front. You would always wait till tomorrow and call them. It's something hard, a nut or bone. Oh, now they're not coming out. Oh, yeah, this back part, y'all, that is super thick. And I don't like that it just goes straight out. It would be better if it kind of like curved in. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? You know, like if it was more downwards, you know, more downward slant that followed the slant of my but it doesn't do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to trim that, you guys, because that's way too much for me. It's uncomfortable, you know. It's not comfortable at all. But maybe I'll just wear them for a while and see what happens, you know. I am using Denture Fit. I just did it today and followed all of these instructions, and I can't talk. It's weird. See, any small adjustment, you have to relearn what you're doing. So I don't think you can leave the back there. You may have to use glue. Yeah, I've heard that too. The you know, doesn't it look like my bottoms are jutting out? Does it? Or is it just me? Am I freaking out? Kind of feels like it, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of that because that's a lot. All right. You see that? It's huge, man. Hi, Chantel. I just did my I did this today, and of course, I don't know what the hell I'm doing technically with any sort of media and all that. So I have like 15 videos of my process. That's so stupid. Bulky can be a problem. Yeah, I'm having a hard time talking. It's so bulky everywhere. Trim it off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to because that's a lot. Can you guys see that? See, and even opening my mouth to come up. Yeah, definitely gonna have to trim that back some. Trim that away on other videos. Thank you, Chantel. Yeah, I'm gonna now it's weird when I try to like push up with my tongue right here. That takes a lot. But if I just stick my tongue out my mouth, it just plop right out, you know? Okay, you guys, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to trim that up. And I'm gonna do a video anyways, just for everyone who's missing this live so they can see. And I'm gonna try to trim those up. Maybe I should wait because the scissors I have, they're not like the pointy ones, you know, and it was so hard doing these. So hard. I don't know. Let me show you guys. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see the back. Some of those little areas bug me. And then the big bulky stuff that I had on to the side here on each side, I actually on this side it started hurting so bad that I just like ran to the bathroom and kept trying until I got it off with the so the sides aren't too bad, but this back part right here, this back here bothers me, you guys. This stuff right here. And I think I need something sharp, a sharper trying to talk. I think I need something sharper, you know, to really like get in there, I guess. What about the spots? Are the discoloration of the actual teeth or gums? It's the teeth. The lowers look fine, but I had no flashing at all on anything on my lower. There's no flashing coming over the sides of the front at all. So, but with these, the only flashing I had on the teeth itself was right, and you can actually still kind of see it right here where I cut it. It came down like this. So it came down like this. And there's like two areas right here. This one more so than the other. You can't see it because of the screen. Where there's like a white spot, you know? I don't know. Yepper, go Bill. Is Bill here? Oh, are you telling me to look at Bill's video? All right, y'all. I'm not going to waste any more of your Sunday. I just wanted to pop on here because I was just wondering about the spots, you know, in the back too. It bothers me a bit. I do like the fit, you know, that feels great. But this, definitely going to have to trim that. And actually, if you can see there, even in my little flapper, see, look at that. I'm going to have to take care of that too because maybe that's why I was having a hard time speaking, because that flapper has been filled. So I need to unfill that, man. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here and try to do a video of tweaking these and getting these taken care of. And hopefully, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm going to start my permanent process soon anyway, so hell with it. Thank you, Dale, for stopping by, and Jim, and Zoe, and Emwal, and Ruby, and Deal Grabber, and did she leave already? Kelly, Mary Jane. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for stopping by. You guys help me out so much. And I want to help you guys out too. So if you guys start channels and all that other stuff, or hit me up. You know, if you go to my About section on here, you can find my Instagram, you can find my Facebook. And anytime anyone messages me or has questions, I always answer. So, you know, you can get a hold of me that way too, okay? All right, you guys, I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing night. And Monday's tomorrow. I'm so sorry. But hopefully it'll be a good week for you guys. Okay? I love you all very much. And I will see you guys. I'm not sure when I'll see you, but you know, if I have any updates or changes, maybe when all this is done, I might, maybe next week, and I'll pop back on here again on Sunday, even though it's a shitty looking screen. But, you know, whatever. All right, you guys, I love you very much. Thank you for supporting me and helping me out through all of this. And I will see all of you amazing souls very soon. And I'm going to, okay, so Mary Jane. Who else? Anyone else on here have a channel that I'm not aware of? There's Mary Jane. What about Zoe? If you're starting a channel, go to my About section. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that out for sure, Emma. Go to my About section and shoot me a message on Facebook and just let me know, like, hey, I'm starting a channel, and I definitely want to follow you guys, okay? It's my need. I must follow you. All right, you guys, I love you. You guys have an amazing night and an amazing week. I will see you guys again soon, okay? Love you. Bye.